Hi, everybody. We are going to attempt to get started on our research paper today. I realize there's a lot to it, so I want to remind you of a couple of things right now, and then I will at the end as well. Number one, this assignment is not due until March 8th, so we will have time to talk about it and clarify any questions next week. And number two, I will give you an additional opportunity to make corrections and resubmit your work next week after I have helped you out if you need help. So we are looking at mousetrap cars, and we are looking at engineering research part 1. And there's a couple of things that you need to do here. There is an intro paragraph brainstorming sheet. It looks like this. For your intro paragraph, you're going to provide an attention getter, a bridge, and then you're going to write your thesis using the thesis equation down below. You're going to be looking at 3 different ways that the 3 different engineering fields have helped improve life. That would come from your assignment last week. If you're looking for examples of what this may look like, down in box 5 and box 6, I have an example of the introduction paragraph brainstorming. So that looks like this. If you want to see what one looks like, see what a thesis looks like, you can look here. And then there is an example of body paragraph number 1 brainstorming down here. So body paragraph number 1, the organizer looks like this. You'll choose a field of engineering from last week's assignment. So chemical engineer, structural engineer, any of those engineers that we learned about last week. The claim that you'll be using, let me go back. The claim that you'll be using, so I chose chemical engineering. Chemical engineers use chemistry to solve problems on our planet. Evidence is going to be a direct quote from either your research or from the video. In this case, DCMP comes from the video. And then your reasoning. How do chemical engineers make our lives easier? Evidence number 2 may come from a different source, again, having to do with chemical engineering. Provide your reasoning. And then your sources down below can just be websites. They do not need to be in MLA format yet. We will put those into our Works Cited, but that doesn't have to happen right now. So when you're all finished, before I say that, we should talk about blending evidence. Keep in mind that as you blend your evidence, as you blend your quotations, we should look at blending quotations directly from our research with our own words. This is a skill you're going to have to use at the high school. So we should see about 50-50 your own words versus what you found in your research. We're using in-text citations. So I'm assuming most of you will be using websites, either the DCMP or a different website you can see as, let me pull it up. As I quoted my work, my in-text citation right here was just dcmp.org. And I included that at the very end in quotation, or not quotation, in parentheses. So we want to make sure that we're blending our evidence as we go through, making sure that we properly cite. When you're all done, this is where you'll be able to submit your engineering part 1 assignment. Keep in mind when you submit your work, it is going to be in paragraph form. So you're going to delete this part right here. You're going to include paragraph 1, paragraph 2, double spaced. It should already be Times New Roman, 12-point font. It should look like a published piece of work. So like I said, we will take an opportunity to go over this next week to make sure that you know and understand how to complete this task. Also, I will give you an opportunity to resubmit your work after some additional instruction next week if you submit and you're unclear on what to do. Good luck.